And between that and the weight loss, he wants to, see exactly what he can do. And his opponent, Chris Velarde, unfortunately didn't get to catch up with him yesterday. But
you can tell he's a Texas boy with that cowboy hat.
Yeah, he's a bit of a cowboy. Also fighting out of Main Street Boxing and Muay Thai. We've seen 2 of their guys fight already tonight, and they bring it. I mean, they're not here to play around. They're here to fight, and they're here to win.
That's right. Chris Velarde, definitely with the cowboy hat, the hair,
he is
the
a
mustache.
Texas boy.
I love it. We have a cowboy in our midst, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got that
pounds.
thick mustache. As a bald guy, he's got that thick set of hair I know nothing about.
Yeah, very powerful mustache.
That is a strong mustache game that Chris Velarde's bringing to the cage right now.
So this is a debut fight for both gentlemen. This one, though, coming out of Main Street Boxing, and you have to say Main Street, they're producing fighters, and when you have a stable of fighters like that, again, a debut fight, it's a little different coming from a man like that.
Well, Brock, look at this guy. Look at Chris. Does that look like a guy who's never been in a fight before? This might be his first fight in a cage. My man has fought a time or 2 over in Texas.
This might be the first sanctioned
fight.
This
is probably his first sanctioned fight. But that man has fought before.
Oh, very good assessment. All right, Dustin Leonard fighting out of Triad. Now, we have a Triad local here in Ruston. However, he's from Huntsville, Alabama.
Rocket City.
That's right. He is associated with them. They called him for the fight. He brought it over.
Coming out in his gi and his black belt.
That's right.
One fight. This is it. One and done.
Yes.
Can I do it?
He said win or lose, this is going to be the only one.
All right. Mental prep. Group is with him.
And listen, I got so much respect for the discipline it takes to get a black belt. But Chase, it's a completely different animal when you get inside this cage.
Yeah, I've seen, especially in jiu-jitsu, it takes at least a decade for most people to get a black belt. I've seen jiu-jitsu black belts come in and have their first cage fight and get destroyed because it's not all you need. Especially in modern times, you got to have it all. You got to have the footwork. You got to have the strikes. You got to be, even if you're going to rely on your jiu-jitsu, you got to be able to set that up and get the fight where you want it.
That's right, because even the highest levels that have been successful as jiu-jitsu people had to adapt more as they went along. And, we're talking about some of the greats even that have relied on their jiu-jitsu. You cannot just be a one-trick pony. You have to practice it all. You have to understand it all.
Yeah, you can get so far being really good at one thing, but at some point you're going to hit a brick wall of competition, and you're not going to go past that.
Absolutely. So we'll see. I'm not tracking either man is a takedown artist, though, so we'll see how that works.
If you look at their background, we think they're going to stay on their feet. But that's MMA. You really never know.
See, I don't know much about Chris Velarde, but everyone we've seen out of Texas tonight, especially at Main Street Boxing and Muay Thai, they've been high school wrestlers. I wonder if he might be as well. That seems to be a theme they have going.
Brock, I've never seen him fight either. I look at this guy. That's a man who's been in fights before. That's all you need to – when you have a mustache and a mane like that, you like to just fight for fun.
Yeah,
now, this is the first time it's been sanctioned.
He looks like he's done this a time or two. He looks comfortable, too.
Yeah. And I tell you what, Dustin, for somebody who's making his debut, he's got when you're as I said earlier, when you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu, you know how to fight.
That's right, and you've been there before, at least in some degree, whether it be a jiu-jitsu competition, whether it be a hard round in jiu-jitsu. You know what adversity is to a degree. Now it's just to see how you are under these bright white lights.
We've got a little Alabama versus Texas, and again, I'm a football guy, so we do have Alabama versus Texas week 2 of the college football season. Maybe this is a preview. I don't know.
Gloves touch. Men staying far behind.
Yeah, they got a lot of space between them right now.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. These are 2 guys who are proficient on their feet. Looking at their background.
All right. Looks like Dustin,
both trying
unorthodox stance.
Both trying to find that distance right now. Not much action yet, but again, both guys in the octagon, the cage for the first time, just trying to find that comfort level. I don't know. I personally don't know if I'd ever find one.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Here we go.
He's already got him to the ground.
And what an interesting thing. That was an ankle pick.
Yeah, that was
a guillotine submission throw. Still going to maintain top pressure north-south.
Yeah, nice reversal from Chris Velarde. He has the side control now, has the wrap of the head for the north-south choke.
See how Dustin gets out of this. He's using the cage as leverage.
Yeah, he's doing a good job turning the chin in and getting almost back to half guard now. It looks like he's going to at least
got
secure
the quarter.
that.
Switching it. If
Chris
he can get
dropping right.
if he can secure the knee again, it'll be half guard. Right now we're technically in a quarter guard situation. Oh, knee on the hand to take away the defense.
He's dropping those rights on the face. He's taking.
Yeah, I like the fact that Dustin Leonard is at least working. He's moving through the position. He's not sitting there taking punches. That's going to behoove him to be able to get out of this.
Great reversal by Chris.
Yeah, that was surprising.
By Dustin.
That was the powerful clean reversal. I was surprised he was able to get it just like that.
Well, I mean, it seems that definitely Chris is a heavy pressured human, and that would be the reason why you would get such a reversal right that he's leaning heavy on his own shoulders and head. Gets swept. All right, looks like we're going for, is he attempting some body lock?
Oh,
no, now he's just
Chris Velarde.
heavy.
Chris Velarde is like heavy on his side, and Dustin Leonard's heavy on top. It looks like Dustin, if he could get his hand free, he might want to push down on that knee to like work and pass the guard.
Now, is he going for a reverse half Nelson from the guard?
Along those lines.
Watch the triangle there.
Ankle lock.
Foot lock.
Foot lock attempt.
Looks fairly deep.
If he could turn it, if he could turn him on his side, hadn't done it yet.
He did. To a heel?
Nope, switched him right back.
Yeah, he lost the initial submission, but I mean, he's in a spot where he can still finish this fight. He has a double, a triangle around both legs. So Dustin Leonard has the legs pinched together here. Chris Velarde is not going to be able to easily get out of this spot, and Dustin Leonard's going to want to attack the.
There we go. There's the heel hook attempt. Up again, slipping of the leg. Chris definitely seems to be somewhat comfortable in this. Nose to stack and pass.
Look good.
Knee bar
good job by.
He
tapped. He got him.
What a
great job. And a debut. His one and only fight. He gets the tap out.
Yeah, he said that was it. He tested himself and he proved
could
himself.
do it.
That was a hell of a knee bar.
That's somebody
switched to a beautiful knee bar from an outside Ashigari.
Proficient in mixed or martial arts. He shows why they're able to get the tap out in round number 1.
Paying his respects to his opponent. Feeling the high of a win.
That was sick. I'm impressed.
Here's the thing. He says, I'm one and done. You just said he felt the high of a win. I was impressed. If you can get somebody to tap out in your first fight in the first round, maybe your second fight could be around the corner.
Maybe so. We'll have to catch up with him after and see if he's changed his mind.
Absolutely. Me and you both will be trying to rush him into a corner to find that out. That man looked happy.
Yeah, he looks that way right now. He's looks like he's he looks on top of the world.
Chase, here's the beautiful thing about this sport, and we'll talk about it after the official announcement. Here's the thing. When we talked about the fighting styles, I expected this if it was going to be finished on our feet, someone be knocked out. That's what you assume. We get a tap out.
Well, and
that's mixed martial arts for you.
I have to go back to the beginning. Throwing the number 1 punch, going for that straight, but at the same time the ankle pick and hitting both of them so quickly, so cleanly.
Yeah, ultimately I think him getting to the fight to the ground, even though he was reversed for a bit there, he relied on his experience with the jiu-jitsu